So children, now we are here discussing the anatomy of dicot root. Okay, its structure is given here and its description is given here, and this is the diagram of dicot root transverse section, and this is the diagram of monocot root transverse section. Okay, but I have prepared the notes of dicot root, and similarly by observing this, that how to prepare it, you are to prepare the rest of the notes of monocot root and dicot monocot stem and dicot monocot leaf. Now come to here. See that this is the outermost layer, which is epidermal cells, and these epidermal cells get elongated somewhere to form the unicellular root hair. That means unicellular root hair are present in the roots, and then this is multi-layered cortex. You are to imagine this diagram this way only, that it is a complete circle, this way. Okay, but out of that we have here drawn the one part of it. Is that clear? So that it is what? It is the cortex, which is multi-layered parenchymatous loosely arranged cells with intercellular gap. Then innermost layer of the cortex is called as endodermis. Then it comes this layer, which is the most important layer, which is called as endodermis. This complete region under the endodermis, below the epidermis, is called as stellar region. So this stellar region we have drawn completely, but rest of the parts are being drawn only in the one portion. Okay, you can imagine it this way. Suppose I draw one diagram here, that this is the, suppose this is the outermost layer, this is suppose outermost layer epidermis, then under to that, below to that, the inner layer is, suppose this is cortex, then one more layer is of endodermis, then one more layer is of pericycle, and under that this complete region is a stellar region in which vascular bundles are present. But no need to draw the whole circle, we can select this one portion only, and we have drawn the cells present in this epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, and here in the center the stellar region is there. So that we have selected this part which is been drawn here. This is diagrammatic sketch called as, and this is cellular sketch. So this layer is called as what? Endodermis. This endodermis has very specialized thickening on its tangential and radial wall, and this thickening is due to the deposition of a substance called as suberin, and this suberin is impermeable to water, and this is a very specific thickening, is called as here Casparian strip. Below to the endodermis, that there is a pericycle. This pericycle is one or two layered pericycle is there, simple parenchymatous cell but little thick walled. These are thin walled. Cortex again parenchymatous, this is parenchymatous but thick walled. Now it comes the vascular bundles or vascular region. Vascular bundles are having xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem, this is xylem, this is phloem, are present alternatively. Hence this vascular bundle is called as radial vascular bundle, number 1. Number 2, you can see the large vessels are towards the pith. This center is called as pith, which is very small in the dicot root. But these large vessels are towards the pith, and these small vessel called metaxylem is towards the periphery. Hence this type of xylem is called as exarch xylem. Okay, so vascular bundle is radial and exarch. Okay, and they are there on the different radii, xylem and phloem. This is called as conjunctive tissue, which is filled within this, in between the, or in this complete portion in the stellar region, the parenchymatous conjunctive tissue is there. The center part is called as pith, and pith is very small, or sometime it is not present. These vascular bundles are here, I have drawn 4, but they may be 2 to 4. If 2 vascular bundle are there, 2 xylem, then 2 phloem, then this condition is called as diarch condition. If 3 are there, then this will be called as triarch condition. But here I have drawn 4, so it is called as tetrarch condition. Okay, now this complete region below the epidermis, sorry, endodermis, that is pericycle, and this xylem, phloem, conjunctive tissue, and pith. This all is called as what? Stellar region, and this is called as still. These all are the layers present in the dicot root. Here I have written about the epidermis, parenchymatous, unicellular hairs are present, single layered, then cortex, multi-layered, thin-walled parenchymatous cells, then endodermis is having no intercellular spaces, but they are having a very special thickening of suberin, which is called as Casparian strip, which I am showing here at the back. Very important term, that is what is Casparian strip. Then it comes the stellar region, pericycle, thick-walled parenchymatous cells. Such a one more thing, from the pericycle the lateral roots arise. Okay, number one thing, this is again a question, from where do the initiation of lateral roots takes place? It is from the pericycle. Secondly, at the time of secondary growth when the plant has to increase in diameter, so at that time formation of vascular cambium takes place. That also takes place here in the pericycle itself. Then it comes conjunctive tissue, which is parenchymatous tissue filled in the stellar region. Vascular bundles, xylem and phloem, are present on alternate nodes. Then 2 to 4 are there in number, and these vascular bundles are called as radial vascular bundle. Xylem is exarch because protoxylem is towards the periphery. Pith is very small or may be absent, and then the stellar region, that all those layers under the endodermis are consisting of stellar region. This is all about the dicot root. Now it is coming here the monocot root. So here we are to just see the difference of dicot and monocot root, because all these things are same. Epidermis is same with unicellular hair, cortex is same with the thin walled parenchymatous cell, endodermis is also same, only the difference is there in the vascular bundle. They have also written epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, vascular bundle, and pith. These are there, but as compared to the dicot root, there is a difference in the xylem bundle. Here they were 2 to 4, but here they are 6, more than 6 vascular bundles are there, xylem and phloem. This condition is called as polyarch condition. Number one difference. Number two difference is that here the pith is large, as here you can see the pith is very small, but here the pith is large and vascular bundle are more in number. Okay, and here the secondary growth does not takes place, so the formation of vascular cambium will not be there. So this is epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle. These are xylem. This is protoxylem towards periphery. Condition is exarch, again radial vascular bundle, xylem phloem. So that way this is about the monocot root. We are to here learn the difference of monocot and dicot root. Okay, tomorrow we will do the dicot stem. Thank you.